So here's a short story about a husband where, let me tell you, if there was ever a good reason to get out of Dodge, this is it. Titled, I read my wife's journal, married 10 years, and I'm wondering what is the truth now. He says, my wife and I have been together for 10 years, and the last 6 years have been distant. In other words, no hooking up, they're miserable, and yet, guess why he's staying in it? For the kids. We have three kids together and are not happy. We sleep in different rooms, do not communicate well, and honestly feel like she is a roommate. We sleep together rarely and never spend time together. Part of the reason is her eating disorder, which takes priority over me and the kids. Her eating disorder takes priority over him and the kids. What kind of eating disorder we're talking about here? And I gotta say something, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking it. Only in the West do you have people like her with eating disorders. It's more like a body image disorder. Because let me tell you, there are people, a big percentage of people around the world that truly don't know where the next meal is going to come from. But over here in the West, you got these spoiled a-holes, and they're usually women, that are go barf it up the second they get done eating. You know what I mean? It's a body image thing. But anyhow, she's got problems. To make a long story short, she was an inpatient residential for her eating disorder for 2 months, PHP for 2 months, and now is in IOP. I came across her journals while she was in treatment and no longer see her as the same woman and doubt everything she is saying. Currently, we are just about to start our third and for me the final attempt at marriage therapy. What makes you think this is going to work? I feel completely deflated since reading her thoughts. They include horrible things about me, my mother, who I watched die from cancer, my family, etc. Now listen to he writes down some of these journal entries here, which he said about him. And by the way, a lot of people gave him a hard time in the comment section for reading her journal. Well, let me tell you something. Pretty much the journal is equivalent to the phone. And since their marriage is in such disarray anyway, it's not a bad idea he did some recon here. Now listen to this. She says in her journal about her husband here, I hate him so much, he is a narcissist, just like his dead BIT mother. Oh, no, she didn't. Narcissist? No, it takes one to know one, honey. He's from Britain, not even a real American. He's not Christian. I should have married a good Christian man. She also says, I've turned into my eating disorder, starving myself over exercising and shopping just to feel something, to feel a burn, to feel a high, to feel hunger. I just don't feel anything for him anymore. Another thing she says, Lord, I'm pleading with you, please don't force me to stay married to him. I don't think I've ever actually considered him my husband. The word just sounds disgusting. He's my roommate, and honestly, less than that, because not only do we not get along, but we don't even actually like each other. We don't want to see each other or spend time together. These are her thoughts in these journal entries. Now, some people would say, oh, it's just her venting, girls vent. No. This is what she really feels. Come on here. Yeah, this isn't going to work. It goes on. Doesn't want to have sex with me unless she fantasizes about us having a threesome with a big-breasted woman. Enjoys the thought of me effing both of them. Well, that's interesting. She made a list of 32 reasons why she wants a divorce. Why not 33? You know, 33 is a lucky number for a lot of people. Why not go to a 33? I'm sure she could have found something to lay on there. 32 freaking reasons for divorce, and you want to go to therapy one more time to try to make it work? It ain't going to work. I kept repeating how she hates me. She kept repeating how she hates me so much. Hates my mother and my family, calls them all evil. Not a good person amongst them. In addition, I found that she went off birth control so she could get pregnant with the second of the three kids. Has a guy friend I didn't know about for 9 years, whom she denied being sexual with, but has thoughts about effing. She constantly lies to me and admits this. She spends recklessly and is a stay-at-home mom. Being married for 10 years has been challenging, but after reading everything she wrote, I'm wondering if she is really the woman I thought I married. If this is based on her behavior of what you've seen, and now what she's written in that journal of hers or diary, if you think that's the same woman you married, then you're the biggest idiot on the face of in the history of human beings. You're the village idiot times 100, because marrying someone knowing that, my friend, it's over. In closing, she says she loves me and wants to make things work. But all I see are the thoughts she put down in a journal. Is this actually what she thinks? Does she want to stay together just because I'm a good provider? Ding, ding, ding. What does he want? That's exactly it. It's all about actions, not words. Her words are, I want to work things out. I want to stay together. Her actions is how she treats you, and the words in that journal. End of story. So, my friend, you need to, in my opinion, the next time she goes off on her shopping binges or whatever, or goes to the bathroom to barf up her dinner, you need to go to the journal and take pictures of everything. Archive it all. You're going to need that to control the narrative. And then I talked to your lawyer and found out your options, because you can't be married to this. And what kind of environment is this for the kids? Better to be separated and split time between her and this guy telling the story than all in this miserable household. Otherwise, the kids are going to be screwed up. The kids know things are effed up, and that she's always in and out of the hospital for this or for that. I mean, come on here, But yeah, and I might add, if given all these things, that might be more of a case that he may hopefully get them full custody or a better deal. Who knows? But the problem is, she's a stay-at-home mom. He provides all the he brings home the bacon, so yeah, he's gonna get hit with the alimony. But better to be married, separated, than be married to this. Now I'm gonna go through a few comments here, and let me tell you, comment section is full of people just tearing him apart because he read her journal, or you had women chiming in there, oh, she's just venting in the journal. No. You don't come back from that. One guy says here, I see two people that should have divorced long ago. What on earth are you both trying to force here? End it already. This is no way for anyone to remain in a relationship that has run its course. Stop digging through the weeds already, OP. The little details and back and forth games are done. Snap out of it and contact a lawyer already. Get out of the delusion that this is a salvageable, because it's not. Third round of MC? Dude, that's literally pointless. If there's no spark and love, then it's over, and no amount of therapy is going to change it. She is disturbed. And you know what? I'm all for, if it's a good person who loves you, the whole marriage, sickness and health, death to you apart. But has she proven through her actions to truly love this guy? No. And some people can say, well, she's mentally ill and blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, maybe that's the case. But should he suffer through this for the rest of his life? I think not. There's a point. Is she taking action to really get real actual help here? And I don't just mean being checked into the hospital for temporary quick fix. Sounds like she's not. So that says everything to me. And in the comment section, he does elaborate a lot on all of that. I'm not going to read those, but he does. Now listen to this one. This one says, reading her diary was a terrible invasion of privacy. This is from a woman. Those are her own thoughts, not meant to be shared with anyone else. Perhaps she was angry when she wrote some of that. If she was having a bad day when she wrote all that, I don't care. That's malicious and evil. Calling his mom a freaking who died from cancer, BIT, and saying he's not a real American. And she said a lot of things I can't repeat here, but just trust me on that. Perhaps she was angry when she first wrote some of them. I'm sensitive on this issue since I had a terrible traumatic experience as a teen with my parents reading my diary and punishing me based on what I wrote. That being said, you can't unsee what you've already seen, and it's very disturbing. Someone who makes a list of 32 reasons they want a divorce wants a divorce. Based on what you shared on Reddit, I think your marriage has been over for a while. You just haven't accepted it. This is from the same chick who above said reading the diary was a terrible invasion of privacy. Those are her own thoughts, and maybe she was just angry writing them. And then she says, based on these things, you should divorce her. So it makes absolutely no fucking sense. She's just pissed off because you read the diary. Another one. I'm sorry, but you deserve better than this. Baby trapping you as well. Please, for your own sanity, divorce her. I would not be able to unsee or unthink those horrible things she wrote in that book. You can still co-parent, which sounds like you're already doing. I don't think this woman has the mental capacity to be able to take care of 3 kids, let alone take care of herself. I split with my ex, the father of my kids. Our relationship had been dead for a while. I was so much happier to myself afterwards. No constant put-downs or issues. My kids were happier too, in general. Obviously, the change affected them in different ways, but they were happier and that there are no arguments that they see, and they get to live in with two generally happy households. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it's a hell of a lot better than what we were living in. Amen. So I hope the guy listens to people in the comment section and at least finds out his options, because the direction he's going ain't going to work. But anyhow, yeah, 32 reasons to divorce him. Yeah, that's a good sign there.